Her eyes remained closed, but every sense was heightened. The antiseptic smell of the hospital room. The rhythmic beeping of monitors. And most unexpectedly, the broken voice of her assistant, a man she thought she knew, as he clutched her supposedly unconscious hand and revealed the truth that would change everything. If you're enjoying this story, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more emotional journeys that explore the unexpected connections in our lives. Your support helps us continue creating content that touches hearts. Eliza Chen had built Horizon Technologies from nothing into a billion-dollar empire. At 36, she was the face of success, feared, respected, and utterly alone. The car accident should have been minor, a fender bender on a rainy Seattle night. But when she recognized the voice of her assistant, Michael Reeves, in the hospital corridor, something made her keep her eyes closed when he entered her room. "Ms. Chen," Michael whispered, his voice uncharacteristically fragile. "I don't know if you can hear me." She almost opened her eyes then, almost ended the charade. But something in his tone made her wait. "The doctors say you'll be fine. Just a concussion and some bruising." His voice cracked. "Emma's been asking about you. She made you a card." Emma. His 7-year-old daughter. Eliza had seen pictures on his desk but had never met the child. She kept her breathing steady, feigning unconsciousness. "I never told you this," Michael continued, "but Emma thinks you're some kind of superhero. The lady who builds the future, she calls you." Eliza felt his hand tighten around hers. "I should have told you last week when you were considering the Singapore expansion. I should have been honest about why I couldn't relocate." His voice dropped lower. "After Sarah died, I promised Emma I'd never uproot her again. Her friends, her school, it's all she has left of stability." Sarah. Michael's wife. Eliza had known she'd passed away, but details weren't something she'd ever sought. Employees' personal lives were their own business, that had always been her philosophy. "I know you think I'm just making excuses. That I lack ambition." A bitter laugh escaped him. "Maybe you're right. 3 years ago, I would have jumped at the opportunity. But now I measure success differently." The monitor beside her beeped steadily as Michael fell silent for a moment. "You know what Emma asked me yesterday? She asked if you were lonely." "Daddy, does Ms. Chen have anyone to bring her soup when she's sick?" I didn't know how to answer that. Something uncomfortable stirred in Eliza's chest. She had built her life around the principle that needing no one was strength. Her own parents had taught her that lesson early, her mother through abandonment, her father through emotional absence disguised as pushing her toward excellence. "I'm sorry," Michael said suddenly. "I shouldn't be saying all this. It's unprofessional. It's just, when I saw your car crumpled against that barrier, I realized how much you've come to mean to us. Not just as my boss, but as, I don't know, someone important." The door opened, and a nurse's voice interrupted. "Mr. Reeves? Visiting hours are ending soon." "Of course," Michael replied. "I'll be back tomorrow, Ms. Chen." She felt him stand, but instead of footsteps leaving, she heard the rustle of paper. "Emma insisted I leave this. It's her card. I'll just put it here on the nightstand." After the door closed, Eliza waited 5 full minutes before opening her eyes. The room was dim, lit only by the glow of monitors and the faint light from the hallway. She reached for the homemade card, construction paper folded unevenly, covered in glitter and marker drawings. On the front was a stick figure with black hair wearing what appeared to be a cape. Inside, in the uneven handwriting of a 7-year-old, "Get better, Ms. Chen. The future needs you. Love, Emma." For the first time in years, Eliza Chen felt tears form. Not from pain, but from something far more terrifying, recognition of her own humanity. The next morning, Eliza was sitting upright when Michael arrived. The surprise on his face quickly gave way to relief. Ms. Chen. You're awake. How are you feeling? She studied him carefully. Michael Reeves had been her executive assistant for 3 years. Efficient, punctual, professional. She realized with a jolt that she knew almost nothing about him beyond his job performance. I heard you, she said simply. His expression shifted from relief to confusion. I'm sorry. Yesterday. I heard everything you said. The color drained from his face. Ms. Chen, I apologize for the unprofessional. Why didn't you tell me about Emma? About why you couldn't relocate? Michael's shoulders tensed. It wasn't relevant to the company's needs. Not relevant? Eliza's voice rose slightly. I was about to transfer you to a different department because I thought you lacked commitment. He straightened, dignity evident in his posture. My commitment to Horizon has never wavered. But my daughter comes first. Always. The silence between them stretched, filled only by the hospital sounds around them. Tell me about her, Eliza finally said. Michael blinked. About Emma? Yes. And about Sarah. And about being a single father while working 60-hour weeks for a demanding boss who never bothered to ask. His expression softened with surprise. That's not necessary, Ms. Chen. I think it is. She gestured to the chair beside her bed. Please. Hesitantly, he sat. Emma is 7. She loves dinosaurs and space. She wants to be a paleontologist who discovers fossils on Mars. A small smile touched his lips. She gets her imagination from her mother. Sarah, Eliza prompted. Michael nodded. We met in college. She was studying astrophysics, brilliant mind. After Emma was born, she took a research position at the university. The brain aneurysm happened without warning. Emma was 4. Eliza watched as he spoke, seeing for the first time the weight he carried. The dark circles under his eyes weren't just from work stress. How do you manage? She asked quietly. One day at a time. My mother helps when she can, but she's getting older. There's a neighbor who watches Emma after school until I get home. It's not ideal, but we make it work. And the Singapore expansion would have broken that system. He met her eyes directly. Yes. Eliza looked down at her hands. I've been unfair to you. You've been a good employer, Ms. Chen. The health benefits alone have been a lifesaver for Emma's therapy. Therapy? Michael's expression tightened. She has anxiety. After Sarah died, Emma developed separation anxiety. She's better now, but new environments can trigger panic attacks. The weight of what she'd almost done, uprooting this small family or forcing Michael to choose between his career and his daughter's well-being, settled on Eliza's shoulders. I owe you an apology, she said. That's not necessary. It is. Her tone left no room for argument. And I owe you something else too. 3 weeks later, Eliza stood in the doorway of the newly renovated space on the 3rd floor of Horizon Technologies headquarters. What had once been a storage area was now a bright, cheerful childcare center, complete with learning stations, play areas, and a small staff of qualified caregivers. Is this really happening? Michael asked beside her, his voice hushed with disbelief. Horizon Family Center, Eliza confirmed. Open to all employees with children, but... She smiled slightly. Emma gets first dibs on the dinosaur books. Michael turned to her, emotion evident in his eyes. Why are you doing this? Eliza considered her answer carefully. The truth was, the car accident had shaken more than her body. It had cracked open something she'd sealed away long ago, her capacity for connection. Because I was wrong, she said simply. Success isn't measured by what we achieve alone. It's measured by how we lift others as we climb. The center would open officially next week, but today was a special preview for one little girl. As if on cue, Emma Reeves came bounding down the hallway, her backpack bouncing against her small frame. "Daddy," she called, then stopped short when she saw Eliza. Her eyes widened. "Are you Ms. Chen? The real Ms. Chen?" Eliza knelt down, bringing herself to eye level with the child. "I am. And you must be Emma. I got your card. It was the nicest thing anyone's done for me in a very long time." Emma beamed. "Daddy said you build the future." "I try to," Eliza said. "But I think I need help. Would you like to see what we built for you and the other kids?" As Emma's eyes lit up at the sight of the center, Eliza felt something shift inside her. The empire she'd built suddenly seemed hollow compared to the joy on this child's face. Perhaps success could be redefined. Perhaps there was room in her life for more than quarterly reports and market expansions. Over the following months, Horizon Technologies underwent a transformation that had nothing to do with stock prices. The family center became the heart of the company. Eliza found herself stopping by regularly, initially under the pretense of checking operations, but eventually because Emma's dinosaur facts had become a highlight of her day. The Singapore expansion proceeded, but with a modified approach. Michael remained in Seattle as Eliza's right hand, while a new team established the Asian headquarters. Video conferencing became the norm, with meetings scheduled to accommodate family time across time zones. Employee retention improved. Productivity increased. The business press called it the Horizon model and debated whether family-centered corporate policies could be replicated elsewhere. Eliza cared less about the press and more about the changes within herself. She began accepting dinner invitations to Michael's home, where Emma would proudly show off her latest dinosaur drawings. She found herself looking forward to these evenings more than any business function. "You're different," Michael observed one evening as they sat on his small porch after Emma had gone to bed. "Since the accident." Eliza swirled the tea in her cup. "I realized something while pretending to be unconscious in that hospital bed." "What's that?" "That I was already unconscious. Had been for years." She met his gaze. "I built Horizon to prove something to a father who never thought I was enough. I succeeded by his metrics, but failed by any measure that actually matters." Michael was quiet for a moment. "It's never too late to change the metrics." "No," she agreed. "It's not." 1 year after the accident, Horizon Technologies was featured in Fortune magazine as one of the best places to work in America. The article highlighted the company's innovative approach to work-life balance and family support. The photo shoot took place in the family center. Eliza insisted that Michael and Emma be included in the cover photo. "The real architects of change," she called them. As the photographer arranged them, Emma tugged on Eliza's sleeve. "Miss Chen?" "Yes, Emma? Are you still lonely?" The question, so innocent and direct, caught Eliza off guard. She looked at Michael, who gave her an apologetic smile. "No," Eliza answered honestly. "Not anymore." "Good," Emma nodded seriously. "Daddy says everyone needs someone to bring them soup when they're sick." The photographer captured the moment, Eliza laughing genuinely, Michael watching them both with warmth, and Emma beaming with the satisfaction of a child who has helped fix an adult problem. Later, when the magazine came out, that was the photo they used. Not posed, not perfect, but real. Beneath it, the caption read, "Horizon Technologies CEO Eliza Chen with executive Michael Reeves and his daughter Emma, the family that changed corporate America." The crash had broken more than her car. It had broken through the walls Eliza had built around herself. And Michael's words, spoken to what he thought was an unconscious woman, had cracked open the possibility that success could be measured not in dollars or power, but in connections. As Eliza watched Emma teaching younger children about pterodactyls in the family center, she realized that sometimes the most important business decisions have nothing to do with business at all. Sometimes, they're about